promotional video for the Invisible Children of Uganda, which is set to the music All These Things I Have Done by the Killers. The message of this video is to argue that there is a major problem happening with the trafficking of children in Uganda, and through the unification of the American people and fundraisers all over the country, these children can be saved. They're using the video to encourage young American adults to take action for these kids. On a more subtle note, they are also trying to inform the viewer with no previous information about the situation and that something terrible is going on in Uganda. This allows them to be aware that there are things that can be done to help. The video targets the young American adult. The beginning of the video starts with the slide saying "Our Generation" and then continues with the scenes of all young adult Americans. This is the generation of kids who are just now becoming old enough to really make an impact on the situation. All these scenes with young Americans in it are of them excited and fired up about helping the cause by participating in a fundraiser where they lie in the streets for the night. Or they're images of kids expressing how they have helped. This may positively impact the viewer's feelings and may excite the viewer to participate. It is clear that this is for the American viewer because all signs held up in the video are in English. The cities they show in the video are cities in the United States, and they discuss certain American heroes. Americans may be a targeted audience for this cause because it is often Americans who are willing to help others in need when they are able to. They may believe they will get the highest response rate from this audience. Young adults are often a group of people who are looking for a cause they can contribute to, and since the focus in Africa is on kids, the American teens and young adults may be able to relate and connect with the cause. The video begins with the words stating, "Our generation is going to be defined by three things." The "Our generation" already makes the viewer feel included and want to contribute to important events that are happening during their lifetime. The three topics that will define our generation are the digital revolution, the war on terror, and what we did to stop the events in Africa. Define is a powerful word. It indicates the meaning and explains essential qualities of our generation and what they will be remembered for. Hence, if we do poorly at dealing with the events, that is what our generation will be remembered for. Most people want to be remembered for exceeding and making a difference, and therefore may be willing to take an action to help the children. Text and music can play a role in encouraging people to support the kids. There are multiple times where the video uses text to describe the key points they want to get across. Text can help initiate the idea and keep the audience focused on the main idea. Each scene of the text is in all capital letters, which usually signifies an importance to what the words are saying. The background of signs in the video are usually white or yellow with black letters, which allows contrast and catches the reader's attention. The yellow backgrounds are usually held by the children in Africa, which can symbolize a sense of optimism for the kids and the audience. The text in the video is very powerful because each message emphasizes the need for help. The music All These Things I Have Done has a strong argument for a positive change in Uganda. It fosters a sense of urgency and initiates that change needs to be made. The song speaks about the injustice and the need for proactiveness, which continues to encourage the idea that Americans need to come together and make a change for these children. Since the Killers are well known in popular culture, they may have more respect by the audience and more influential in encouraging the audience to take a stand because of their respectable background. The signs identify the emphasis of the movie, and they are short statements that are relevant goals of the people that are standing for the cause. The tone of this video is serious with a sense of optimism for the children if the people can come together and help. It is serious because they show the suffering of the children, and the seriousness of the video makes the viewer realize that something major is happening. But they follow up the suffering scenes with scenes of hope when the kids are getting help. It shows that if people do come together to help, these kids can be saved. The audience sees the children smiling, and it personally inspires me to want to stand up for these kids. When the viewer sees the young American people cheering and excited, that they can help, it also may make the viewer feel that this is doable, especially if the viewer is a young American adult, because these people can do it, they can do it as well. The audience can understand it is logical for them to do something to help the children, such as participating in the fundraiser of laying in the streets for the night, because people all over the country have done it. It makes sense if other cities are taking a stand against the cause, that their city should do it as well. Overall, I really think the video did a good job in arguing the need for help in Uganda. It really targets the viewer's emotions through song choice and personal images of the people who are both helping and also the children suffering. The viewer is saddened when they see the children suffering, but is encouraged and excited to help after seeing people standing up for the children. The video is much more impacting than just reading about the situation in the news or hearing about it from friends. Seeing what is going on really puts the situation into perspective, and I think it did a good job to encourage people to come together to help the suffering children in Uganda.